crowds, no social distancing taking place once again in Geneva-on-the Lake. Our cameras were there again this weekend as we found state mandates clearly were not followed. We asked our Brandon Simmons to dig into what can be done when the rules are broken.
It was a few weeks ago when our 3 News Investigates team captured video in Geneva-on-the Lake. Packed bars and people violating Ohio's health orders despite signs in place warning patrons of the rules. Again, over the weekend, we sent our cameras to the same area for its annual Thunder on the Strip Fall Bike Rally. The results? The same. No masks to be seen and no social distancing, with patrons of restaurants oftentimes shoulder to shoulder. This time, violations were issued.
The violation notices that the Ohio Investigative Unit are issuing are certainly the outliers, those locations that are not following all of those rules and regulations.
Pavilion Restaurant was cited not once but twice this weekend on Friday and Saturday nights. Despite those violations, there's a good chance they'll still be open this coming weekend.
The Ohio Investigative Unit does not have the authority to shut down locations that have violated the various liquor control acts. The best that we can do are issue the violation notices, prepare our reports, and forward them to the Ohio Liquor Control Commission.
Once the Liquor Control Commission holds a hearing, they'll decide whether to impose fines or revoke the liquor permit altogether. There's a similar process for local health departments who go through the courts.
So our agents will prepare their case up. It will actually be forwarded to the Ohio Attorney General's office, who then basically represents the Ohio Investigative Unit in front of the Ohio Liquor Control Commission.
Now, the point is these cases do take time. For example, Highland Tavern in Akron was cited 4 separate times since August 6th. It was just last week when the Liquor Control Commission heard that case and decided to revoke their liquor permit effective October 2nd. So about 2 months in between that, Russ.
So still more to come. All right, Brandon Simmons, thank you.